This is the story of Gronk, the little monster, and it was written and illustrated by me, Jon Emson.
Hello and welcome. This happy little monster is Gronk. Gronk is 8 years old, and like most 8-year-olds, he goes to school and has fun with his friends. Now, this is Gronk's very best friend. His name is Bogly. Then there's the most important monsters in Gronk's world. They are Mum and Dad. Now, in case you're wondering what the little yellow creatures around the page are called, they are globbits. See if you can spot any more as we go through the story. This is the wonderful island where Gronk lives. This is Grembleton. Gronk's favourite places in Grembleton are slime slides. Then there's Fergus's Fun Fair. Bogly is not a fan of the Big Dipper. Gronk especially loves going to the rugby matches with his dad.
This is Gronk's school, Grembleton Primary. He has such a lovely teacher called Miss Jinx. Today, Miss Jinx has a special announcement for the class. A new child is starting today.
Suddenly, a loud knock came at the door. "All right, children, he's here." "The new kid must be really tall," exclaimed Gronk. "Oh no, it's a giant," replied Bogly. "Good morning, children. Headmaster Fozzig?" "Good morning, Mr. Fozzig." Gronk noticed something creeping behind Mr. Fozzig. He had to point it out. "Mr. Fozzig, sir, you appear to have something on your leg." "Come on out, young man. Don't be scared," said Mr. Fozzig. "Children, this is Spindler. His family have just moved to Grembleton. Please, can we give him a warm welcome?" "Hello, Spindler," the class shouted. I don't know if you remember your first day at school, but it's a bit scary. Poor Spindler was terrified. "Master Gronk, as you were the first to raise your hand, you can be Master Spindler's guide." "Mr. Fozzig, that is a marvellous idea." "A guide?" thought Gronk. "I've never been a guide before. I don't even know what a guide is." It was playtime. Gronk found out what a guide is. "Apparently, I have to show Spindler around Grembleton," said Gronk. "Whatever you decide to do, you'll have to find Spindler first," replied Bogly. "Where is Spindler hiding? Can you see him?" Yes, that's right. He's over by the tree. That night, Gronk was having his bedtime story read by his mum. He asked her what to do with Spindler. "It's going to be sunny tomorrow. You could go to the beach," said Mum. "That's a great idea, Mum," replied Gronk. Mum smiled and kissed Gronk good night. It's Saturday morning, and Gronk is rushing his cereal to watch his favourite show. The Adventures of Hercules Hawk. He is a galaxy-protecting superhero who has super strength, can fly, and blast laser beams from his mohawk. Together with his ever-loyal sidekick Digit, they battle the dastardly Dr. Octonimus. Gronk has never missed a minute of Hercules Hawk. "Gronk, your friend is here," called Mum. "But Hercules Hawk is on. I don't want to miss any of it." Hello, Gronk," called Spindler shyly. "Shut up, Spindler. I'm watching my show, and I can't hear it with you talking." "Go stand over there," shouted Gronk. That was very rude of Gronk, wasn't it? Spindler moved away as he began to cry. Poor Spindler.
Gronk heard Spindler crying. Then he got an overwhelming feeling of guilt. Gronk felt really bad about snapping at Spindler. Spindler, I'm really sorry, I shouted. Please, come sit with me, said Gronk. Spindler wiped away his tears and joined Gronk on the sofa. Do you watch Hercules Hawk? Asked Gronk. I do. It's the best show ever. That's why I'm here early. Spindler smiled. Gronk returned the smile. Later, Gronk's dad took Gronk and Spindler to the beach, while Mum went dress shopping. Bogey also joined them. Gronk helped Spindler to build sandcastles. Bogey just ate sand. I don't understand how eating sand could be nice, but some kids do. Now, this story is about to take a bit of a turn. I'm afraid all this fun is about to be ruined. Sorry. The turn comes in the form of two fun-crushing bullies from Grembleton High, Booger and Squint. Booger crushed the sandcastles, and Squint kicked sand in Spindler's face. These bullies made a big mistake bullying kids, but a bigger mistake was bullying with Gronk's dad there. The two bullies screamed, really high pitch. Then, whoosh, they dashed away in a cloud of sand. I'm sorry, Spindler. Those two have ruined your day, said Gronk.
Don't let the bullies think they've won, Gronk. They can't ruin today. How's about we all go to the fun fair? Replied Dad.
Yay! Fun fair! Welcome to Fergus's Fun Fair. The first ride they went on was bumper cars. Spindler didn't like the bumping, so they tried the haunted castle. Spindler was so scared, he jumped out of the car. Then they tried the spinning rocket. Spindler was sick, all over the ride, and the other passengers. Blech. Hey, Gronk, fancy seeing you here. This is Nisha, Gronk's babysitter. He has a bit of a crush on her, too. Hey, Nisha. I'm trying to show Spindler a good time, but so far he's not enjoyed any rides. Any ideas? Asked Gronk. Well, if he's okay with heights, there's the big wheel. It's nice and slow, Nisha replied. They all queued up for the big wheel. They were next in line until Booger and Squint barged past, knocking Spindler to the ground. The ride attendant was too scared to stop them. Spindler, are you okay? Asked Gronk. Spindler got up and scurried away crying. The bullies ascended in the carriage. Hey, Booger, this sign says no swinging the carriage. What you think? Asked Squint.
Booger no like signs that say no, replied Booger.
That's right, Booger. We're rule breakers. They began to rock the carriage, back and forth, till it was swinging way too much. If you see a sign telling you not to do something, please don't do the opposite. These two are about to find out why. The bolt holding the carriage came loose and popped out. They hurtled through the sky, screaming. Spindler span round to see the horror. Towards the ground they hurtled. They stopped in midair. It was Spindler. He had caught the carriage.
Gronk and Bogley were in awe of their super stretchy, super strong friend. "I've never had a monster friend with superpowers before," exclaimed Gronk. "I'm not actually a monster. I'm an alien," replied Spindler. Now they were really gobsmacked. Spindler gently placed the carriage on the ground. A large crowd had gathered behind him. Then Spindler heard something he had never heard before. The crowd cheered his name. "Hooray, Spindler!" Squint and Booger rushed over to Spindler. "We are both so grateful for saving us. Thank you." "We're sorry for being mean," said Squint. Suddenly Spindler felt an overwhelming feeling of joy. His whole body glowed so brightly. His sadness was gone. He was covered in bright colours.
Spindy?
Gronk's mum had arrived. "Look who I bumped into while shopping," said Gronk's mum. "It's Spindler's mum and dad." "Spindy? What happened?" It's okay, Spindler's mum. Spindler is a hero. He saved 2 bullies. It was amazing," exclaimed Gronk. Spindler's mum and dad rushed over to their son. A tear of joy ran down his mum's cheek.
We have searched far and wide to find a place where Spindler would be happy. It broke our hearts to see him so sad. Thank you, Gronk, for being there for him. See my son shine brightly with happiness. I truly believe Grembleton is our forever home. Hooray!
Hooray!
Spindler was happy. Not because he was a hero or that he'd found his colours. It also wasn't that he'd shown 2 bullies the errors of their ways. It was because he had finally found true friends. Friendship is a great gift. Spindler's parents also found a great friendship in Gronk's parents. Spindler's very first Christmas was at Gronk's house. Spindler came to Grembleton a scared child, but with Gronk's help he found true happiness. You don't have to be a hero to be liked by others. Just be yourself.